fact, the time for testing is past 10 minutes. So make sure your camera is working. In case it's not working, try to leave and rejoin and ensure that you have enabled your browser to allow audio and video. Sometimes browsers automatically do not allow that. So ensure that. Two, would prefer if you guys keep your videos open to keep it interactive. And then those are the only people who will be seen when we start live streaming. So make sure that is up. Two, in case you have a question, there are two ways to do it. You can raise up your hand. If you look at the bottom of your page, you can see three dots where there is more. On that, you can actually raise your hand, present a request, breakout rooms, transcription, and so on. But what is important is raise your hand, and then you'll be given a chance to ask a question. If you want to present also, you can request presenter requests, and then you'll be enabled in case you join later. Beyond that, I welcome everyone, and without further ado, I would like to officially start this session. So it's recorded and it's live on all our social media, LinkedIn, Twitter, YouTube, TikTok, and anywhere else that live stream can be done. Graham, the floor is all yours.
Thank you very much. I hope you can all hear me. So thank you and welcome to the finale of the Capstone projects. If you don't know, we have been doing this for how many months? Almost 5, Almost 5 months. This was a very good partnership between us and Google, Build with AI, to bring the experience of Africa Stocking, building with Africa Stocking, and incorporating Google AI in your workflows. There's been a lot we have learned, but of course, we will continue to work together to build even across our hackathons this year. So feel free to keep asking for credits and building with the various tools that we have shown you, and especially building things that you can provide to our customers. So this is going to be the next phase, actually, throughout this year. As you are building, we will also be looking at which solutions we can host on our marketplace. Our marketplace is coming out it's actually done, but we are going to have an official launch. And one of the surprises of the marketplace is that you will also be able to host locally in your country. So you can start expecting that as well. You'll be able to host locally in your country or to host with your favorite hyperscalers, for example, Google. So we've had a lot of learnings this season, but just to remind everyone what we were working on, and then this is not my day, so I will just do the quick go through and then allow you guys to present, right? So our program was started in October, targeting a hybrid session where we would have in-person and virtual sessions. We've had, of course, a lot of virtual sessions and also a couple of in-person sessions, targeting at least 15,000 developers across Sub-Saharan Africa and 5,000 developers to be certified by Google. So that's why I'm also saying, even after this, feel free to continue working on your projects and also request credits and also complete your Google badges. People who complete their Google badges, we will forward your names to become GDEs. So this is a very important thing, guys. So, and you know how GDEs are treated. Eh? The budget exists to take you around Africa, evangelizing the various platforms and APIs of Google. So complete your badges so that you're able to recommend you to be promoted as GDs. If you have any questions, of course, you can always ask us. And if we can't answer, we will forward you to the Google ecosystem team. And then, of course, we are doing our capstone projects, but feel free to keep using Gemini and Africa Stocking in all our hackathons. And also, the main idea is that once your project is ready, you should be able to put it on the marketplace so that our customers can access your product and pay you subscriptions. So we did physical events in Kenya, Nigeria, and South Africa. There was also some physical events in Rwanda. I'm not sure if we did Tanzania, but we did DRC. We did Ghana. So we did beyond the physical events in Nairobi, in Lagos, and Joburg. We also did other countries, and we'll continue this engagement. So you can expect us to do more of the engagements on our hackathons. Apologies, we took longer than we expected. So you can see there we were supposed to have taken 3 months, but definitely we have done 5. But also on the flip side, of course, is to your advantage that this was done. Of course, let's also remember we have already given up to $3,000, guys. If you have not received your money, please tell us here. But we have shared $1,000 in Nairobi. We have done $1,000 in Lagos. We've done $1,000 in Joburg. So we have done at least $3,000. And this is the last leg where we will be providing $5,000. If you have any challenges with cloud, Google Cloud and Gemini, please let us know. If you have any challenges with the capstone projects today, well, you might not make the $3,000, but we are here to support you. All right. Thank you very much. I will give the floor back to MK.
Thank you so much, Graham. Maybe let's take maybe like 5 minutes each, possibly, for the facilitators to say a word or two on this experience. We can start with Douglas, if you're around. You can maybe unmute. Let's see you and hear from you. Is Douglas here? Maybe you experience what you saw, what can be improved. Okay, if Douglas is not around, we can go to Ian. Ian, if you can hear us, please unmute. Tell us, take 5 minutes.
Hello.
Thank you so much.
Hi, everyone. Can you hear me? Awesome. Hi, guys. Hope you all are doing well and super excited to be here. To thank you for taking part in this awesome program that has taken us, as Grandma said, 5 months. Wanted to finish it sooner. Though through the experience, I've also learned a lot as well. We've been facilitating the different events, teaching you guys about Africa stocking products and also some of the Google Gemini APIs. I hope most of you have been able to understand them, have been able to get a grasp of them, and also you've been able to do the integrations with the two technologies, just ensuring that we're able to power 2G technologies with Google Gemini AI services. So I want to thank you for taking part in this awesome program. It's been such an amazing journey, such an amazing experience. I've been able to interact with you guys, been able to travel to those different countries that we have hosted the events, and all of you guys were awesome, and it was an awesome experience getting to interact with you guys. Looking forward to what you guys are going to be building, and also looking forward to the future. You guys, you can advance your projects. Most of them are ready startups. You can actually continue building them and be able to access a larger customer base and continue showcasing this awesome product that you're building. Thank you, and have an awesome day. Back to you, MK.
Thank you, Ian. I can see Dagi has joined. Please, Dagi, we are taking like 5 minutes to give experience and what we saw from the participant, where they can improve, and so on and so forth. Just as an overview for the program. If you're not yet ready, we can proceed and go to Sylvia. Sylvia, if you can hear us, wonderful.
All right, thank you. Yes, hi, good to see everyone on the call. My name is Sylvia. I've been a trainer in this program, and it's been very exciting, honestly, right from the start to see the different markets and how they take in the product differently. I really hope that people were able to gain mostly from, especially the capstone project is supposed to give you a real life experience of how to integrate everything that you've been learning all along. My main takeaways from this program would be one, please look for content even on your own outside. Like, yeah, don't wait for a trainer to come and show you what to do. At times, you see that content that you look for when you're getting the badges on Google, when you're listening to the modules, even after, when you're following up and just creating and building on your capstone project. Please continue doing that even outside. So don't wait for a program to really push you to do something. It's very important that you have that internally, because the systems you're building, the goal is to solve problems. So solve problems full time. You don't have to solve problems when there's money involved. Money is nice, but come on, guys, continue solving problems all the time. And additionally, even for those who are not able to submit their capstone projects, these are projects that you can publish, that you can put out there, that you can write a series of blogs about. You can write about your starting experience, the challenges you faced, what you were solving. You can write about the full completed product, put it out there, publish it, welcome people to come and give you feedback, to show you how to improve it. And even in the process, someone who needs it will find it. It will find them and they will find it, and they'll be able to use it. And that's how your journey starts. So don't be discouraged even when things don't work. A lot of the things people start out here don't work from the first time, but continue refining it, working on it, talking about it, talking about what you've done, what you've improved, and then finally just sharing it out there. So for everyone who built anything or even just completed a module, imagine those are things you can actually talk about. Write about what you completed and what you were able to learn from it, because it's your work. Be proud of it, and thank you for being a very cooperative set of people who are engaged in the learning. It was a very fun experience. The 2G and AI space is blowing up, so please don't be left behind. Learn how to integrate them better, learn the latest technologies, even outside what was in the program, learn about agents outside and how to incorporate them. There's a lot of new things that are coming up. Keep up to date, and looking forward to see all the brilliant things that people here come up with. Thanks.
Thank you, Sylvia. That was wonderful feedback. Now we can proceed to Dagi, if you're able to speak. We'd love to see you and hear from you. Yeah, if not yet, you can go to Maine. Be able to give guys your feedback on the program.
Okay, can you guys hear me?
Yes, we can hear you, Mine.
Okay, great. Yeah, so it's been a long journey, and here we are finally. Yeah, I took you guys through a ton of stuff, but hopefully you can go through it slowly and get to just understand what's going on with large language models, with agents, and securing and evaluating them. And yeah, like most of the material I've given you is actually some things that I'm using in production right now already. So yeah, just take your time, you go through it, and yeah, let us know what you make out of all of this. And yeah, this is a new field, and maybe some of you have looked into the limitations of like using large language models, and yeah, things will get better as we progress and figure things out. But from just looking at most of your projects, I say please do a lot of evaluation of whatever you're making, especially the agents. And I can easily know if you've evaluated, because if you've evaluated, there are some small errors that I don't expect you to have. And yeah, as someone who's also tested these things a lot, like if you haven't tested, I know like this and this will be so easily, it'll easily fall down the wayside if that's not looked into. So it's the same principle that you probably use when you're doing evaluation of the old school ML systems. Create a evaluation set, create a test set of possibly examples you want to test your system with, and then just record how it's performing in those test cases, because also acknowledging that your agent is not going to perform in particular set of cases is also good to know, so that you know the limits of your system. Otherwise, I usually talk a lot, but you can find me on Slack if you need any more guidance, or Discord if you would want to talk to me there. Otherwise, keep building and share your work all over. That's it for me. Back to you, MK.
Thank you, Ben. If you can hear us, Douglas, the floor is all yours.
Yes, thank you, MK. Can hear you now. For this program, first of all, I'd love to thank everybody that has participated, and I went through most of your implementation and the code, and they look so good. Most of it is scalable. Maybe something that I'd urge is that after the program ends, please look forward to launching to the marketplace, which again is another opportunity for you to distribute your product across every market that Africa Stocking is. That's multiple African countries. The other thing that I'd recommend is that you go to the actual market, get actual customers, make a business out of the amazing work that you've done. Yeah, that's all. Back to you, MK.
Wonderful, wonderful. That's great. I would like also to welcome some K to say one or two words on the side of content and marketing, and what you can say around what needs to be done. But also, if there's any other facilitator I've forgotten who is here, please ping me. I would like to hear your feedback.
Thank you very much, MK. Hey, everyone, very, very excited to see you all. this has been a fantastic journey so far. I've been loving the solutions that you guys have been building, and we cannot wait to tell your story. That is all I can add.
Thank you. Finally, I'll go and then kickstart this. So, everyone, congratulations for such a wonderful participation. Of course, one thing that I observed across different hubs is that you guys are ready to build, and you're out there looking for opportunity to take it to the next level, definitely. And I can say overall, as much as some of you are not there yet, you have what it takes to really, lead across. And I'll use a couple of examples for the previous partnership. I've seen guys actually start participating in a program. One of them is TADAC. And these are global competition, not even Africa. And actually, they have gone ahead and won globally. And that's Kenya, TZ, and Nigeria. So you guys have what it takes. If this is your first time participating in this process, keep at it. And as Graham pointed out, we want to see you guys publish on our marketplace in the coming days. Also, look at it as a startup where you can actually build it to what you want it to be. And there's no problem with pivoting in case you find that the niche market that is receptive is not what you thought about. That's what business looks like. And it's good to see most of you actually appreciate the frontier of technology at this particular time, where it's AI, but also again realizing that Africa still needs 2G to reach the mass. And you guys figuring out how that would work, that's novel, to say the least, because at the end of the day, someone who is in the remotest part of your country, when they can access your solution, you'll not only save that person's trajectory of economic, social, and even political empowerment, but you have saved that village, that community, and it means a lot at that level. Also making sure that it's easily accessible, it's simple to work with, is very, very interesting. So on that note, it's great to see all the solutions that were submitted, and even to see them actually solve some of the problems that are pertinent, that people struggle with. Though some of them are leadership problems, they're not like technology problem. But also to see you address that, it shows that actually you can actually go there and solve problems that impact Africans. And here we are talking about over 1.2 billion people. That's a market for you for the taking. So that's that. Two is a scale at which you guys were thinking in terms of solving your problem. Most of your problems are not only solving your country or your village or your town. Most of your problem actually addressing, it could be lifted from South Africa and it could work in, I don't know, Mali. You just need maybe to change the language. But definitely it's very, very encouraging to see such impactful solution being submitted. The thinking around it, the technology application, the simplicity of accessibility, and to see that is quite good. Something else that I noted, especially in South Africa, is how you tell your story post or even during the interaction, which is something that needs to be really encouraged. And I think maybe in our future partnerships or even our events, we will actually think through how can we facilitate that and encourage that, because the story is as good as whoever tells it, but we need to own more of these stories. And that's why even in our programs, you see us incorporate podcasts, get a few innovators, get a few people who are impacting in the community to tell the story of that ecosystem. We can actually purport to know it, but definitely the person who is there, and sometimes we hear some of these stories and you're like, wow, this is different from what I thought about. And owning that story is a start of actually addressing what can be done to ensure that we're progressing to the next level when it comes to the global participation in tech. So we actually reached over 5,000 people in this program through the emails, through the communication, through the platform that we engaged in. In fact, it's good to point out in Kisumu, when we went live on Twitter, we had over 200,000 people following our stream concurrently. Now, maybe the next thing we need to figure out is how can we be able to interact with these people whenever we have a program and for them to participate and ensure that they're well supported. I think this is a challenge for a marketing team to really crack, because that's sometimes if not utilized is a missed opportunity. Also for the facilitators, another thing maybe you can figure out is how do we also engage those people at that level. Even the way we ask questions in the room, we should find a way to really engage people online to ensure that the message is out there, the interest is created, and the participation grows. Nevertheless, we got people, almost 2,000 people utilize Google credits. Again, apologies that these credits were not available exactly when you wanted them, where you wanted them, but I think that will be addressed in our next phase and even in partnership. We like to keep things transparent and open and accessible because we believe, talent, opportunity is not equally distributed, but talent is. So definitely you might be in the remotest part of the world, but when you get that platform, you can actually harness that opportunity to take it to the next level. So it makes sense to actually bring that close to you. It makes sense to make sure it is accessible, and it makes sense to ensure that you get it. So to extend this, all the recordings are on YouTube, and that's where you can actually get the playlist. But also, if you go on Twitter, LinkedIn, you'll find all these recordings, and you can follow through and take your project to the next level. Also, we'll be working closely with our partners to ensure that you get what you need, updated details, and so on, to make sure that you are growing. So we believe maybe by the end of the year, there will be more devs building with AT, because there are a couple of things that we're building also at AT that we'll have devs to play around with them, and also our partners. And here, when I talk about our partners, Google is just one of them. There are so many other partners who are on board, and we look forward to deepen that collaboration. Also, to just point out that we want to enable you guys with everything you need to ensure that whenever you want to go to market, whenever you want to build, you know the frameworks, you know the technology, you know where to go to, and make sure that you're empowered. Finally, to shout out to our most MVP people who are community leaders. Some of you are not officially Africa Stocking community leaders, but you go above and beyond to volunteer, to ask yourself, what can you do to make sure that the ecosystem is growing? We don't take that for granted, and I hope when we have enough resources, we'll appreciate you more, we'll recognize you more, and we'll ensure that you get more opportunities in the line of business that we do, to ensure that you are also enjoying being part of and parcel of this community. So without further ado, I would like to give Sylvia another chance to give us like a summary of the submission received. And then I'll highlight the regions that were participated and maybe some of the challenges for those who did not participate. And then we'll talk a bit about the innovation trend on what people are building, and then we'll start the presentations. Sylvia, if you don't mind, maybe you can give us a summary of what the kind of submission that we received.
All right, fantastic. Just give me a minute. So I'm pulling up a summary here so that I don't take too much time. Fantastic. So from the entire program, like has already been mentioned, it's been running all the way from October, and the capstone submissions concluded this Monday. So we had a total of 30 submissions all across. So 30 capstone projects that were successfully submitted. Though I am aware that there are projects that were not submitted but still completed. Like I said, do not feel discouraged because you didn't manage to get the deadline. You can still showcase your product and talk about your journey and publish it. It is your product. Please be proud of it and please share it. But we had 30 submitted projects that came from 4 different countries, and that was very impactful. Some of the sectors that these products were touching on, we had products touching on healthcare, we had agriculture included, we had public service, which is a very interesting field to see a project around. There's financial inclusion, very important. There is insurance, disability access, which is also a very key factor. Sometimes when we're building products, we build with a very narrow-minded view, so to say, or we just consider anyone like us who can use the product, because mostly you build for yourself and you think you're the first customer, when in real sense, think about accessibility. It's such a big aspect of building that people mostly ignore. So there were projects built around that, which was very good to see, around civic reporting, around community impact, around different African challenges, around research as well, and among other sectors. So as you can see, it was cross-sector. This just goes to show that whatever you're building or whatever aspects, wherever you find a problem, you can always find a way to find the tech to address it. Finding the tech is the easy part. The difficult part is actually finding a problem or a solution that can solve the problem for the users who are experiencing that problem. So it was very beautiful to see that we're coming up with those different aspects right from the same program, the same training, and different views of it. Just goes to show people see things in a different way, and that's the beauty of it. That's what we look forward to whenever you're trying to learn. You want people to get the base understanding and then to have that cut across everything, and that is what we saw from here. The code reach was very good. We saw a variety right from people sharing their notebooks and how they implemented it, to hosted applications, to video presentations, which is very good. Walk people through what exactly you're doing. An aspect that I know was not mainly highlighted, or probably because the capstone fields did not allow, please write about your project as well. Write about it, put it in your blog, Hashnode, Medium, wherever you have the visibility. Write about it. Write technical articles on the challenges you faced and how you're able to solve them. This help a lot of people. I'm sure even when you're building, you read someone's article on how they were able to overcome this, how they were able to incorporate this in their solution. So that would be an aspect to really look out for. But other than that, even for those who shared their videos and YouTube links, please share it even with the community. Share it with everyone to get feedback, to have everyone understand what you are building. But we'll get to see that from some of the finalists, this day. We'll get to see them walk us through it in real time. And guys, this recording is recording. So yeah, the internet never forgets. But we'll be able to go back to it and see what you are building. Even despite that, if you're not part of the finalists, if you didn't get a finalist email, again, if you had the recording and you had everything ready, please share it. Point to note going forward when you're submitting some of these solutions in any program where you have a project. Always ensure basic things such as access. People have access to your product. Some of the solutions we received did not have access. So you have a beautiful story. You've told us the problem. You've told us how you're solving it. You've said how you've incorporated the tech. You've said how you've incorporated security and how what metrics you're using on your model, and then now we can't see it. Yeah, it's a bit difficult there, because if we can't see it, how do we know it even exists? You understand where the problem comes from. So always ensure whenever you're submitting some of these projects, always have it accessible by everyone, and we thank everyone who was able to achieve that. Highlights from one of the submissions that I think would be important to note: we had physical activations in 6 different cities. We had Nairobi, Kisumu, Mombasa, Kigali, Lagos, and Joburg. But from the submissions, we got 4 different countries, one being from a country that did not have a physical activation, but they made submissions. So I just want us to take this moment. There are emojis on this one. There's still no emojis. Where is this feedback? All right, in the chat section, or for those who have their camera on, just a round of applause for Tanzania, who made submissions despite not even having a physical activation event. Yeah, that was very, very commendable to Tanzania as a country and as a dev community. It really showed a lot that even despite not having that, they said, you know what, we're following along. We've been here for the program and we're going to show for it. So that was very commendable. Shout out to that. And that just goes to show how even when you're part of the project, like I said, when you're part of the program, don't always wait for the physical activation just to be serious, quote unquote, but you can still go the extra mile despite it. In fact, I was very ready to see submissions from all 50. Hey, this is going on the internet and it's going to show, I don't know how many countries are there in Africa. 54, we're at 55? 5, we're at 55. You see, that's what I said. So I was expecting submissions from all 55 countries across Africa, across Sub-Saharan Africa. Less than 55, let me not go into specificities, but yeah, all across Sub-Saharan Africa, that was the goal, because if you follow along and everything was on YouTube, you'd have been able to submit as well. Also appreciate that the capstone submissions really displayed end-to-end functionality, at least for a good number of them. So we're able to see how you're able to capture input and what exactly the problem was, what you're taking in, how you're feeding it into a model, how it's being fed back to the user, if the particular user is supposed to get feedback, how it's being evaluated. So that was a very key factor. Some solutions really had good metrics for evaluation. 1 or 2 there were hallucinating, but you know what? Yeah, you move. These are some of the things you're supposed to cater for, even in your building. Put anything that can be able to capture that gauges completeness of your model so that you can be able to understand, is it giving substantial faithfulness? Is it giving substantial feedback based on the input it gets, and have it reevaluate, especially when you're building agent systems, you need to have it reevaluate. It thinks, reasons, acts, and then evaluates, takes it back, right? It's the react cycle. So some of these things were very key and were touched on in the implementation, and then the tools that we are using, because basically the underlying functionality is more important. The underlying framework of how you're able to capture everything and how you're able to secure that model, how you're able to evaluate it, how it's able to grow. Then the tools were basically now the APIs, because now that that is in place, now how will we make this even work? How will we just put a nice Gemini API tool to give us the feedback and a nice SMS API to send it back to the user, right? So in future, really think about the core underlying factor of the model itself that you're trying to build. How functional is it? What metrics is it given? If your accuracy is at like 20%, even if it's sending that SMS, guys, 20%, what are we even doing here? You know, you need to really factor in some of those things. So we're very excited to see them cut across all those different sectors, use very different technologies. We've had people building from using LangChain, people are using Gemini, people are using Africa's Talking APIs and incorporating them in different ways, from USSD to SMS, to voice agents. There's even computer vision in a project. You'll get to see some of them in the finalists, where it incorporates that and then gives feedback. So again, the world is your oyster here. Is that the right phrase? This recording is going to be very messy, but feel free to incorporate any tools that come up here and there to add on and to supplement everything that you learned. So that was very commendable to see from the capstone projects that were built. And yeah, it just showed that everyone, all in all, used all the skills effectively, right from agents to APIs to cloud native thinking they built, and the deployment itself and where it was hosted, very well executed. In case there were gaps in your project and you feel like there are aspects that you didn't get to do well, again, you can always reach out to see how we can help you fine tune it better, because it's a work in progress. Don't let it end here. Continue working on those projects. Some of the feedback you get may really be helpful, even from the audience members. So today, as people are presenting, you might even want to ask people after here, oh, you actually listen, what did you think we can do better on this? What did you think about our project in this way? Yeah. But from the trainer's point of view, we're very happy and excited to see all the 30 submissions that came in, and the more that were built even outside the submissions. Very well executed, cut across different sectors, showed very good understanding of the program, and we're looking forward to seeing very, very more like this. Back to you, MK.
Thank you, Sylvia. It was a wonderful highlight and summary of submissions. And also to touch about the innovation. And maybe there are 2 points I would like to mention on the innovation side of things. Please don't work alone. It's the easiest way to really not build faster as well as build for what it takes. Because remember, there's no world where you build everything alone. Yeah, it doesn't matter how you look at it. You always need, a team. However, get the right team to help you build the right product that you are envisioning, and also to self-correct on where it needs to be. That is one. Two, as you scale, think about other places. This community itself gives you that platform to collaborate. You could be building someone in Kenya, you could be building someone in Tanzania, you could be building someone in South Africa. So do not limit yourself. You can actually go to our discussion or soon to launch forum. So you're looking for XYZ, these are qualification, and talk to the over 250,000 devs who are on our platform. Start building. And I think in future we will consider to have regional hackathons or regional competitions like this one, where we have people competing regionally, but doesn't mean you build maybe with South Africans alone or Tanzania. So we want to open it up so that people can collaborate and see what comes out of it. My second point is that do not limit yourself. There are so many opportunities that are shared on this platform. So enable your updates always and check out what is happening. Now we have separated the hubs into 6 hubs. We have West Africa, North Africa, East Africa, South Africa, Central Africa, Lusophone, and Francophone. So, and then there is the open community. So the open community is what we have been using for the longest. But that should not discourage you, because you will always be sharing these opportunities in all these hubs through the newsletter. So check out whenever you see our newsletter to just understand what is going on, the opportunity, and so on. As we speak, currently TADAC competition is going on, and also happy to see a lot of submissions from Africa Stocking community, really quality submissions. So if you still want to participate, I think check out TADAC, and see what is happening there. Also, we worked with Mozilla at some point. Go check out what is happening there. There's so much, that has been released. While in South Africa, actually, Google released over 2,000 language library that you can utilize for the AI translation and any other innovation that you have to enhance what you have. And that gives you the power to really design for the future, current, and even the unlikely people. So I'll stop at that and get into, we have, I think, around 36 minutes or so to get into the main part of this event, which is, people who made it to the finalists, and those are the MVPs of this event. And I hope they're here. That's my hope, because if they are not, unfortunately, it will be like we'll just assume they forfeited, and you can actually, come into conclusion to who won based on the people who are here and able to showcase their demo. So I hope AI-powered research data collection system is in the house. Just unmute and say hi. Quickly.
Hi.
Very nice. I hope Ecovas is in the house. Unmute your video, audio, say hi. Quickly. Ecovas or Ecovas. Oh, it's here physically, Riziki. That is Riziki. Yeah. Riziki, where are you? He's in the building, but yeah. Please unmute. We are just checking them in the video in case you're wondering why I'm saying you unmute and say hi. Tracks Music Stock Exchange. Are you in the house? Yeah, you see, Anthony, you can't afford having issues with audio and video. That's a very expensive issue. Yeah. Tracks Music Stock Exchange, that is a South Africa. So I've not heard from Titrax. Titrax, are you in the house? Titrax. No, Raymond, I have no idea why you're blaming me for your Wi-Fi. Yeah, yeah. Good engineers don't shift the blame; they take accountability. This Titrax, what's the name? Is he in the house? Titrax. Let me check his name here quickly. Yabonga. If you're from South Africa, please look. Tell Siabonga if he's called out and he's not around. Unfortunately, we will not consider him for the final prize. Yes. Okay. We proceed. Jamie Graph or Gammy Graph, I don't know. Jamie Graph, are you in the house?
Hello. Yeah, I'm in the house.
I hope you can see you, hear you, and present. When you're presenting, we'll need to see you, hear you, and share the screen. So just confirming. Then we have Project Tembea. Project Tembea. Project Tembea. Project Tembea. Project Tembea once more. Okay. Swifter. 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 Swifter is not in the house. Steinbridge AI. Steinbridge AI. I believe this one was from South Africa. Swifter. Steinbridge AI. Project Tembea. Okay. This is becoming easy. Agro Input Trust. Agro Input Trusts. Okay. I hope by the time we get to Project Tembea, Swifter, and Agro Input Trust, if you know these guys, tell them the sheep has already left the dock, guys. Project Mbe is Ray, eh? Ray, man. You need to consider these are very expensive issue to have at this point. Yeah, we can't even hear you. We need to see the demo. We need to see you. If that's not possible, it will be very unfortunate. We can barely hear you. I don't know if anyone can hear Raymond.
I'm saying I'm going to be settled in like 15, 20 minutes.
Man, when you are mentioned, Karim, we need to see you. We need to hear you. You need to share your screen, guys. Okay. The ship has sailed. Without further ado, I would like to give AI-powered research data collection system the opportunity of 5 minutes to showcase their demo. Do not focus so much on the stories, towards the demo as you tell your story.
Hello, everyone. Hello.
Hi, Saidi.
Hello, we can hear you.
Hello. According to my project, I was like now it's on live. I've been putting it on live. You can dial it. I will put it those SSDN numbers to test it on. But the main objective of that project was like kindly there are many researchers that are struggling how they can collect their research data. Some of the peoples or some of us, when we get those are like our docs or the document to help them to collect their data according to what they are searching for, somehow we are ignoring it, or somehow we are in the place where we cannot reach it, because mostly they are on example on Google Docs. We have to be in online. Also for those printed docs, you have to be at the place where you can meet with that researcher and answer what specific needs for you. The solution aims at collecting those research answers through your mobile phone, and the AI can assist you in summarizing what's generalizing about your about the user's output in order.
Sorry, Saidi.
Okay.
Just a minute. We just need to see the demo. You're not interested in so many stories.
Have putting it on live. You can test. You can dial it on that number there. I'm shared on the message. You can see the workflow of the system, and for the case of the voice, because some are not interested on those typing, they can call it that number and they can get the response on what the researcher or the researcher question aimed at. So for the demo, we can everyone can test it on its live. So for those who haven't have those their phone, they can dial in the sandbox here. I think everyone see this the sandbox. You can dial on your phone. Then because it's live, so everyone can dial it. Then you can see the logic or the question in which the researcher can group it and then post it on the platform, because it has an web in which the researcher can create his own questions. Then the end users who are participating in giving the feedback about the research, they can meet it and explore, they can answer, and then at the end they can reward it, because some people's they are motivated according to something else, like when you're telling someone like I have my research and I need your feedback on it, and nothing get on, is like can ignore it. But in the system, if you complete it, you can be rewarded the airtime in which you can use it on your own purpose. That's what the system do. So for the issue of demo, you can try it on your phone to dial star 149 star 46 star 34 the hash. Then you can explore it. Also for the calling, to get the voice assistant on what the researcher or the researcher question is asking for, you can call it the number there, 0699997798 So for the exploring of the what
Sorry,
the what.
Saidi. Sorry, Saidi, your time is up.
Thank you.
Any question for Saidi? Saidi, I would like to see your voice work. You just need to dial that number yourself. Let us know what happens.
Okay.
And guys, if you leave demo to us, we are not interested in the price. So you need to show us the demo. And remember, there are people who can't see the chat, right? So please show the demo.
Welcome to the research platform. We'll ask you a few research questions. Your voice answers will be recorded.
Have you heard that?
Press 2 for Swahili. Bonyeza nambari kuchagua mradi wa Kiswahili. Press 1 for upatikanaji wa huduma za afya vijijini Tanzania.
So in that phone, you can select the language that you like. It's either an English or, hey, shut up. It's either an English or the Swahili language. Then you can explore. You can answer what specific needs you to answer according to. So you can answer it. Then afterward, when you submit it, you are going to receive the SMS from the African stocking to inform you that I don't know if that asante kwa kukamilisha ukamilifu wa Youth Employment and Skills Gap Study. Majibu yamehifadhiwa jukwaa la utafiti. That's what the output after being submitting your feedback according to the research, and then after a while, after some time, you are getting your reward according to your feedback, to thanks you to cooperate in that research.
Any other question? Any other question? All right. Thank you so much, Saidi. Ecovas, you can stop sharing the screen now, Saidi. Ecovas. Ecovas.
Yeah, just a minute.
Goes up, just a quick, I wanted
Can you
to
confirm you can see my screen?
Yes, we can
Right.
see your screen, Anthony, but your voice is so low. Please ensure you're loud enough. And yes.
Okay, how about now?
Yes, now we can hear you, but Sylvia, you're saying something.
Okay. Let me start.
Just
So
a minute,
Kenya,
Anthony. Just a minute. Yes, Sylvia?
Yes, I just wanted to just put a pointer out before the next teams present, just so that everyone is aware. First of all, the audience, everyone is listening into the presentations, because the audience themselves will be the ones to select the solutions. That Saidi, kindly mute yourself. Thank you. The audience will be the ones to choose, so please let's all listen in. I've also put a note in the chat in case your computer doesn't allow something. You're free to use both devices just to ensure we can see and hear you and also see the presentation. And then finally, the finalist teams got an email that they are finalist teams. So if your team has not been mentioned by MK before we started presenting, and you did not receive an email, your solution was great and it was part of the capstone submissions, but did not make it to the finalist teams, worry not. Just support, listen in to what the finalist teams have to present, and then we'll do a vote afterwards. So just to clear up on some of that. Thanks. Back to you now, Anthony, to proceed.
Am I audible enough now?
Yes.
Okay, so I will start. My name is Anthony. I'm here to present about Ecovas. So in Kenya alone, you find that we waste around 40% of the food, which goes into organic waste, and finally they end up in our dump sites. And you'll find that Kenya alone, we tend to import fuel while we are dumping biomass. So that's why we built Ecovas. So Ecovas it's an incentive platform where each and every citizen can feel the need of getting incentive from the waste that they produce. So in our platform, a user will come, they'll be able to see they've recycled, the energy their waste has been able to generate, the carbon credits, and even the eco tokens. We are providing eco tokens so that you can be able to not only to provide rewards, also to improve the economic state of our users. So there will be that's under our dashboard. So at the eco tokens, the eco tokens are really used. You can be able to redeem at any green energy kind of business or startup. I'd say assuming you are under there for your KPLC tokens, you'll be able to redeem them under this platform. So I'll just do a quick redeem here. I'll send it to my number. It will send a confirmation through now Africa Stocking. We've implemented a lot of Africa Stocking in both SMS and USSD. So I've shared the USSD already on the chart. You can see, but if you're not able to see it on the chart, it's *789 *6063 hash. Kindly interact with it as I continue to present. Also, each and every user will be able to generate like an impact campaign where if, let's say you want, let's say by the end of the year, you want to know how many trees you can be able to plant, how many waste you can be able to, let's say, how much organic waste you can be able to recycle or to see the kind of impact that it can be able to create. So you'll create that impact on our platform. Let's say you want to create an impact on waste recycling and so on and so on. It will alert all the community members in this platform, and you'll be able to solve those key metrics. Finally, final but not least, you'll be able to see all the metrics in your platform. Where can you get these recycle bins that we are offering? The waste composition, you'll be able to see waste by region. It will be able to show you all that kind of database. This is major information near to, or rather to your fingertips, because you find that there's no data, there's no tracking of this kind of energy waste, organic waste. Each and every user can be able to see it, to see where the waste are, if they are empty, if they are full, if the stations are occupied, and so on, based on your location. Further, we are using Gemini to be able to create a voice agent. Where okay, I won't start right now, but I've shared a phone number there. You can really test it from your end. We're using Gemini to create a voice agent, which can be able to support in terms of voice calls, so that a user doesn't have to log into the platform. They can just make a call, get what the platform, or rather what the agent does. It scraps the information of your own of your platform. So if my platform, my unique ID is 1234, and I ask it anything under the unique ID of 1234, I can be able to see the kind of rewards that I have, the energy I've been able to generate, and so on. Further, we have under our chatbot and also under the AI agent, we are implementing OPIC that can be able to provide a security into our LLM. It will be able to share. Okay, share this. Just a minute. So what OPIC does is that it will be able to evaluate our LLM and provide the accuracy score, provide the key metrics of how well, or rather how well is our model performing in terms of okay, just a minute. Let's check for there.
Riziki, your time is up.
Okay, yeah. Thank you.
Any question for Riziki? Any question for Riziki? Going once. Even the audience are allowed to ask the question, since you'll be voting for your favorite solution that you think could make sense and you could use it, even pay for it. All right. If no question, we can proceed swiftly. We go to Tight trucks. Tight trucks from South Africa. Tight trucks. Tight trucks. Tight trucks. Yabonga. Is he here? All right. Unfortunately, we'll skip that one. We're not coming back. Jimmy Craft, the floor is all yours. Brian. Jimmy Craft, Brian.
Yes. Sorry. Let me just share my screen. I hope I'm audible.
Yes, we can hear you.
Okay.
Sorry, guys, you have to be invested in this. Even when you're announcing the price and you're not here, unfortunately, we don't have prices for people who are not here. Because there are details that we'll need afterwards that will be shared.
Okay.
All right. The floor is yours, Mwangi. The time starts now.
Okay, so my name is Brian and I'm presenting GenAI. So one of the things that most of us are familiar with is that most of our parents are not that comfortable with new technology. That is, our parents can send SMS, they can use USSD, they can chat on WhatsApp, but tell your mom, go to that website, buy some things, and then I will pay for that, or other way around. And you can find out that your mom doesn't know how to navigate through complicated websites and how they operate. So that's why I built GenAI. So GenAI can be operated through two ways. So one is through two SMS using the Africa Stocking SMS. So I'm going to show you an example of that. So I'm going to ask a question that, so let me give you a scenario. So your parent wants to buy school items for your sister or maybe your sibling. One of the problems, they don't know how to go through websites to find the best deals or who is selling the right product they're looking for. So GenAI helps with this. So she can just ask, so find me where I can buy school items such as water paints, lunchbox, and all that, and find me the best deals. So once she sends this information, the first thing that happens is that Africa Stocking sends an SMS of processing your answer. So what is happening in the background is that got it to narrow down. So what is happening in the background is Landgraph has kicked off a session and it started researching on the process. The other thing you can see there's a second email. There's a second message. So got it, narrow it down. What's your location, city? What do you prefer on your online shopping? You see, Landgraph doesn't. Our agent doesn't only. Our agent doesn't only answer questions, it actually clarifies and interrupts the session to make sure you give it the right information. So I can say Nairobi and anywhere in town. And now it's going to actually process the information moving forward with whatever we have given it as the clarification. So that's how it works. And after a couple of, let's say a minute, it's going to produce an answer to this. The other thing I'm going to show you is that, let's say for the student now. So the student, they actually, most of them have actually interacted with ChatGPT and all that. But most of them, how they do research is you ask Gemini or you go to Gemini.google, then you ask a question. The problem that comes with that is that research is not done accurately or in the most better way. It's actually done through one way. So how we improve on that is that we include a feature called Model Console. So what Model Console is we take three models. We take the Gemini Pro, we take GPT, we take Claude. And when I ask this question, in the background, we are going to spin up three agents simultaneously in parallel. And it's going to display here once it's doing that. So it starts the research. And what's going to happen is it's going to move across the different AIs and analyze for each of the AI how it finds that useful. And if each of the AI finds a unique thing, now Gemini Pro is going to take all those answers and combine them into one and give you like a solid answer for what you're researching on. So as it kicks that off, let me, yeah. So here's one thing you can see. So hello there, looking for supplies in Nairobi. Here's a watercolor Damson Investments, 12 color, 600, blah, 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 650. Da, 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 da. I don't know if I can get this correctly here, but if it doesn't, I will, sorry, I will just spin up Prisma Studio to just check Prisma Studio. Yes, Prisma Studio. To just check the, sorry, I think because of the, I don't know, I hope this is the one. Let me just check this through. Created that. So this one was the one that was created today. I hope I'm getting it correct. So if I open this chat slash, I hope you can see what I'm doing. So if I open this one, what happens is that you can see now, nice. So you can see there how it started off, and you can see that we got the same information, but now our parents can actually be able to get where to buy this info. So they can get the different people, and if they click one of the links, let's just say this one, you can see, let's just look for another one that doesn't verify. So you can see if they click on another one, they're actually able to find a website that actually sells the product. And you can see there are watercolors and all these other things that the parents wanted to buy at the best price, so they can choose from there. And on the other side, the one that I said for students, is how it's quite good. I don't know. Let me just spin it off. A minute. I don't know, it went on lagging. Sorry. So this is going to spin up 3 agents, and all of them are going to research on the same product. And I can be showing you how you're evaluating that this agent is actually doing the right thing. So if I go back to Langsmith and I click on the Gemigraph, you can see that a few seconds ago, we actually can see what was happening. So here's an example of, let's just use the Google generative one. So this is chat by Google. So you can see the AI taking all our information and actually moving it across the different processes. LangGraph. So you can see here, you can see the AI first takes the input via Google, then it searches, analyzes. After analyzing, it reflects or whatever it has found, then it synthesizes. So reflects is one of the way we actually evaluate. So it actually looks for that, and you can see here, quality good. The draft answer is highly complete, accurate, and clear. So we make sure that we don't actually just send dummy information to our consumers, but actually we evaluate whatever we are giving them and give them the correct answer. This one is not showing, so I'm going to show you the on this platform, on YouTube, the one that I uploaded. Let me just show you here. If you ask via the model console, what happens is that here it is. It's going to spin up Cloud, Gemini, and the other one. And what happens is that it takes all the information from each of the model. And since Gemini Pro has a bigger context, after it finds all this information, it actually summarizes them and finds unique findings for each of the AIs. And after finding the unique findings for each of them, it's now at the end of it all, it creates a detailed research with all the sources created. So that's what I was presenting, and thank you for the time. I don't know if I'm in the meeting or I got lost.
In the meeting, Brian. Thank you so much. Any question for Brian?
Hi, Brian.
I have one for you, Brian. Oh, okay.
Yes.
Go ahead, Maya. Then I'll go.
Yeah. So, thanks for presenting. I'm just wondering, like, do you have like an embedding somewhere to store some of these requests so that you can retrieve them a bit faster? At least if the query is the same all the time.
I've not cached them for now, but I'm using a DB. So I'm using, but I've not created like an embeddings for them. Currently, each request is a new request to LangGraph and the agents.
Okay.
Yeah. Is there any other question?
Yes. How do you prevent someone actually injecting bots to prefer their business over the others?
Currently, it's not. It's actually using search tools. So what happens with search tools is that they updated, and it's not like we are doing that internally. We are using a provider for searching. That means that unless they are able to actually get to their like their tool, we don't actually do that internally. So it's hard for them to affect our bot because we don't. I don't know if I'm getting the point, but I'm not doing the search internally. We are using it's called Exa, which is a search engine, and after that, it's actually able to find the best information. So you can't interrupt, or you can't do anything to this because we're also authenticating.
So, in other words, you are trusting the other guys; they have everything sorted out.
Now we have a review section, as I was showing in LangGraph. After LangGraph does one of the feature is called reflect. So reflect actually takes, after we execute a search and analyze, reflect is actually Gemini 3.1 Pro, which actually looks at whatever was given. So if whatever was given from the searches and all that is not correct, it will not pass through. So it is going to invoke another intake. So that's one of the way we are blocking anything that has been not set up. So you can see in the input, we are telling you a critical research review, evaluate the draft answers for completeness, accuracy, gaps, and clarity. Then it now checks whatever it was given. So this was the information it was given. If it finds one that is not correct or it's not the right thing, it will invoke intake again.
All right. So, thank you so much, Brian.
Yeah.
We will have Project Tembea. Project Tembea, ready? Project Tembea.
Just a minute,
Tembea.
I share my screen.
Project Tembea, that is
Yeah.
Raymond.
Yeah, I'm just
We
sharing
can
my
hear
screen. I'm just sharing my screen.
Okay.
I hope you guys can see my screen and my video.
Yes, we can see you.
Okay, so
And
I
we can hear you. And we can
Okay.
see your screen. The floor is all yours.
Okay, so I can start Project Tembea. This is basically about simplifying property hunting. As you know, in Nairobi, property hunting means burning fuel, losing time, and of course, paying agent fees. So I'll just assume I'm a landlord, and I'll put my property name here. The property name is Anchor House. The property type is commercial. Location, Kilimani. Price, let's say 200,000. Square rate, 200. Let's go with a single floor. And then I'll be able to choose a photo that I've taken. So this is just a basic 360-degree photo that I could have taken even from any phone. It doesn't have to be a high-end phone. So I'll just pick a couple of photos over from my sample folder. Yeah, let's do this too. So as you can see, like this is a hospital setting. I'm the landlord, so I can just go ahead to publish the tour. Anchor House published successfully. So I'll just go switch the roles now as a renter. I'm looking for a space, and I don't want to burn fuel. I don't want to burn fare. I don't want to walk all over Nairobi to just be asked by the watchman at the gate that I need to pay some gate fee or some viewing fee. I can just come over here, pick the commercial property I want. This is the commercial property that the landlord uploaded, so I can just view the tour. I can zoom in, I can zoom out, I can drag and view up, bottom, whichever angle. It's 360 degrees. So finally, I can inquire now, and then I'll just post my name and my phone number and my preferred viewing date. So let me just do that. Phone number. And my preferred viewing date. Tomorrow is a Friday, so let's pick that, and I can send an inquiry. So I've viewed the property and I'm interested in it. So this is the message that I've gotten. I can text a short code or I can call a number for more information. So let me do that. I can just go to the short code 98144. It's provided by Africa Stocking. And hey, so it just tells me, yeah, because it picked my number automatically. So I can ask the bot that I need details on the location, and it's given me the site location. I can just go ahead to ask it about the region. So tell me more about the Kilimani region. And so, yeah, Kilimani is a prime area known for safety. The backend over here uses, I think, Gemini 2.5 through Google Gemini's API, Google Gemini API. So I've just gotten some information on Kilimani. I can ask about any other different region I need to consider. So any other places I should consider. And still, the API key will just give me some simple information, consider Westlands or Lavington. And overall, I can just compare the security of these two places. Compare security of Lavington and Kilimani. So overall, I'm able to get a pretty good view of which area I should take my investment to, which area I should probably shun. So that's the website. This is the SMS. Finally, I have a voice bot whereby one can simply call the bot, and basically you have the SMS functionality, but this time via voice. So I'll go ahead and call it. I'll put my phone on speaker.
Hello, this is Temdea Bot. You recently viewed Kilimani Anchor House and booked a visit for March 20th. I can give you more details about the space or area before your visit. What would you like to know?
Yeah, I want to know the site location.
Kilimani Anchor House is on Kilimani Ring Road, just off Menelik Road, close to Nong Road and Fifth Avenue.
Okay, cool.
It's easy to access from the CBD and Main Road.
Can you tell me?
Kilimani Anchor.
Can you tell me about the region in general?
Of course. Kilimani is a lively central area in Nairobi. It's well known for easy access, good security, and a busy daytime atmosphere. Many clinics, offices, and homes are near.
Yeah. So I didn't want it to go for so long, so that's how I've stringed the two main APIs from Africa Stocking and from Google. In addition, I also use Google's ADK, Agent Development Kit SDK, in order to just go out and search for information. It's through a smart process, so it obviously does a bit of caching. So anyone else who had the same query as mine, the query won't be sent all over to the server once more. It will just be cached and released easily. And yeah, so that was my solution, Project Tembea.
Okay, thank you. Any question for Ray
Uliza swali bana.
or Project Tembea Filiso?
I do have a question for Ray. So Ray, in terms of the feedback that you get from this bot, how accurate is it about the living circumstance around that place? And then secondly, your return on investment for this app, how will you work on that?
Basically, the bot just queries open information on the internet. Over time, we'd have to fine tune it and make sure that it has been trained and retrained, and we aggressively check the outputs in order to, give a more refined version of it. How to make money? Basic for now, for what I can foresee is just releasing this as a product on its own, as a standalone product, and maybe I can spin up a startup and just build from there and work from there.
All right, thank you, my brother. Thanks. Great presentation.
Thanks, Phyllis.
Any other question?
Yeah. Thank you for that presentation. I like the idea. I just have one question and observation. I believe you can hear me.
Yes, technical committee.
Yes, we
Okay,
can
cool.
hear
Yeah.
you, but we can't see.
Oh, okay, sure. You can see me now. Oh, fine. Yes. When you look at the real estate property industry, is a kind of complicated industry. Even here in Nigeria, I based in Lagos, and I know how this thing work here. And I want to believe that across other Africa cities, it's more like that. You see, it's more like a chain of network, right? Where the agent work with landlord to make sure that they bring the client and then they get their cut and everything. So I'm asking, looking at what you have presented now, what features do you have, all right, that will attract the landlord in order for them to bypass, having agent that will bring client to them, right? In such a way that landlords can look at these features and say, no, I don't need agent. I don't need to work with agent. I'd rather work with this platform straight, list my property there, and let me talk to the client. And in looking at that, you have to think of the security and some other things that are involved, right? That is my first question. And the second one is like observation, what you need to improve. I want to believe that, you see, people don't like stress so much, right? They want to go straight and do something. Okay. So I will advise, if it will be possible, to integrate or a feature that has to do with a visual tour in such a way that the client looking for a house can have a virtual tour with the landlord, right? In such a way that they can have maybe, Google Meet or whatever it is for the landlord to take the person around the property and all that. I think that would be a good features for the client, instead of them looking at pictures or 3D a kind of pictures on the platform. Having that will give a kind of more advantage to the product. Yeah, thank you.
Yeah. Just to answer that, I think we've been conditioned for so long as Africans to accept things as they are. For example, I generally don't think we need house agents. I always see in Europe, they always conglomerate houses under a realty company or a realty group, but they rarely have an individual who is purporting himself to be an agent. Now he's the one charging you fees. He's in charge of, I don't know, 10, 20 houses. I really think we need a streamlined a streamlined version of that, or rather of what they have elsewhere. The short of it is that hopefully this site will be able to bring out that trust and the enforceability that all we need is a landlord and a prospective rentee. Just that the two of them can sit down, because the house has been uploaded 360 degrees photo. Just that's all that's needed. They can just sit down and then the rent is there. Everything has been written down. There's squareage, there's space foot. So yeah, I generally believe that. So for the second tour, you said like the landlord accompanying the guy who is renting visually. That's a good idea. Hopefully, I'll be able to implement it next time. Although I believe that once you lock in, let's say you've locked in on one house, when you go see it live, you'll be able to, judge whether it's a yes or a no, whether it's a hit or a miss. Yeah.
Okay, yeah. Thank you for that response. Just to add to that, right? I think you can make the platform more attractive to the landlord if you can have a feature that has to do with rental management, an AI that can remind the client of their rent or maybe automate even their rent payment in such a way that if I should rent a house from a landlord, right? I know that okay, there is a features whereby I can start paying instrumentally for my next year rent. That would be a perfect thing that will attract every landlord, and then they will not be maybe looking at having an agent that will bring them a trusted client before they can rent their property to them. So if you can, see a way to build those kind of features, I think it will be very attractive to landlord, and this product will really go far, in the space there. Yeah, thank you.
Thank you for that feedback. This is a note to the presenters. If you're speaking, please enable your video because people can hear you online, but they can't see who is answering the question, always asking the question for that matter. And it will make it more interactive from that point. Yeah. Just a comment, Ray, please do more research. If you leave that solution and put it in Lagos or Abuja, or Bamako or Yaoundé, would it work? Those are the question that you need to ask yourself for scale. But also again, one more thing.
Okay.
That I've seen most solutions fail is when they try to cut out a section of the business. So there's a reason why brokers exist. There's a reason why agents exist. Find out why, find out the incentives, and try to accommodate them. Create value for everyone in a way that it doesn't take away value and you have people fighting back your solution.
Yeah.
Thank you so much. We'll have one more solution and then we'll break for lunch. And then we'll be back exactly at 2. So the next one is Fifta. Karim. Yes, with a lot of echo.
Good afternoon. We are here.
Yes, too much echo, man. I don't know. You should fix that first.
Okay. Hi everyone. Good morning. Can you hear me?
If you guys join the meeting on multiple devices, disconnect other devices and use only one devices. That's why it causes echo.
Okay.
Have you
So hi everyone. What our problem is solving here is it's very simple. I don't know if you can hear me. Sorry, can you hear me, please? So with Swifter, a social online e-commerce store, just like your regular Facebook and Instagram. So my name is Abdulkarim Aliamin, and here's my teammate here,
Yusuf Said.
So we are from the Coded Dev team, and our product is Swifter. So what's the problem I'm trying to solve? Like over 60% of online commerce in Nigeria happens on WhatsApp, but there is no protection. Buyers get scammed, and merchants don't get paid. And every platform forces you out of WhatsApp into a browser when it comes to payment. So we built Swifter in order to solve that problem. So I'm going to share my screen with you, and I'm going to demo how Swifter works and solves this problem. Okay. Just a sec. I'm about to share my screen. Okay. I hope we can see my screen. Okay, so this is the Swifter dashboard, the Swifter sign up page. So what you are going to do first is either you are going to sign up as a buyer if you want to use the web. We have both the web and the website and the web and the WhatsApp sign up. So we make the web and WhatsApp sign up for easy easy option for buyers. Like now, if you know that you want to continue trading through WhatsApp and you don't want to leave your app and you just want to complete all your trades through WhatsApp. So this is what you're going to do first. So I'm going to demo the web sign up for the buyer and the merchant, and my teammate will demo the WhatsApp sign up for the buyer. So here is it. I'm going to create a buyer account first. So
How can I do this? No video no dey delay. If I have to do this.
well, I'm going to receive a login and OTP code to enter just in a few seconds now. Okay, yes, I've received my OTP code.
See them where they say.
Okay, so this is the buyer catalog where you can go through any product you want, and we built it in a way that every merchant here will have their own business page. So there will be we are giving ownership to all merchants. We are not going to force them to do what they don't want. So all merchants will have their own profile. So let's say I want to buy this book, I can click on quick buy to make an order right now. Or if I want to be safe and check if I'm going to be buying from a legit merchant that won't scam me, so I can go through the merchant profile and see. So now, from what I'm seeing here, I'm seeing that the business verification of this particular merchant has it has three levels. The basic level explained is personal identity. The level 2 explains is kind of NIN and other corporate documents that if he has verified it, and also the business document like the CAC. So that will actually give me one, so I can actually decide on if this is a legit merchant to buy from. So let's say I want to buy a product from this merchant, I can click on buy now. So you can check out, place an order, enter my full details and everything. So just to keep the story short, so what we built here right now is after the buyers fill in all the details to proceed with his order. So what he will do first, what he was going to do first, that when he pays, he's not paying directly to the merchant bank account. He's going to pay to our Swifter escrow account. So the money will be held there, and for the money to be delivered to the merchant is after the merchant has proceeded with delivering the goods and in good condition, and the merchant is going to confirm that he has received the goods using an OTP. So the merchant will have an OTP to give the buyer to check to confirm that yes, he has received the OTP, and the buyer also will have his own OTP to confirm that yes, I've received the good in perfect condition. They all work. So this is just this is the OTP code that is closing the deal. That yes, there are no scam and everything. So if if there is a case that the buyer received the product but doesn't like the product or wants to just cancel the order, he can request for a refund. So the money is sent, which is in the Swifter escrow system, will be sent back to him. So we are protecting both the buyers and the merchant. So this will limit the fraud system that happens most in when trading online and all. So let's say the buyer decided to go through the escrow and to go through the escrow system on WhatsApp, and he wants to buy, like he doesn't want to open a new app, he doesn't want to download a new site like to proceed with his orders and all, because over 60% of online commerce happens on WhatsApp. Yes, and we are going to reduce that friction by making them order everything they want. So we use the Gemini 2.0, the 2.0 Flash and Gemini 2.1 Flash with Africa stocking USSD in order for them to proceed with their ordering and their payment and all. What we built is that we are protecting both buyers and merchants. Merchants get their money when they deliver the product, and buyers get their product by confirming it using our OTP system. So my colleague here is going to describe the WhatsApp onboarding for the buyer to show how seamless and easy it is if they don't want to use our app or the website, but it is still connected, the database is connected, so they are going to be using it exactly like they are using the website.
Yes, Karim, your time is up, so you'll take questions.
Disconnect. No share. No share live stream again.
Questions for Team Swifter?
Cancel live stream.
Questions?
Nothing equal or no? Okay. Nice presentation, and you guys need to be conscious of time. All right. When you're given
Okay.
5 minutes, you should realize that 5 minutes is 5 minutes. My first question has to do with the WhatsApp customer side of the application. Okay. I want to
So okay,
know
this is the
if somebody should. Hello, let me finish. Can you hear me?
yes, sir.
Aha. I want to know if somebody should place order on the web application. Let's assume I want to buy an iPhone. I was able to onboard myself as a customer. I browsed through the product catalog and everything, and I placed order on the application from the web browser.
Yes.
Okay. If I want to track my order or I want to continue making payment on WhatsApp, how is that possible? Because
Yes.
the onboarding, I have not seen it. So is it possible for me to go to my WhatsApp and continue with the transaction there, track my product, complete the payment and everything? How does that work?
Yes, you can. So for the onboarding, if you go to our website, swifter.store, you see the start trading on WhatsApp. It is showing on the screen right now. So what you are just going to do is that you'll be given, if you copy your order ID from the web and just send it to the WhatsApp AI assistant, and to help you to track your order and help you to continue from where you stop. So there it is very seamless because they are both connected. What is happening both in your web and what's going to go happening in your WhatsApp are basically the same. The WhatsApp AI assistant is connected to the database and it knows your transaction. Once you register through the WhatsApp, it has already identified your number both on the web and the WhatsApp. So you can also choose to connect to the WhatsApp. You can also choose to connect your WhatsApp to the web.
Okay, so okay, so I'm testing it now. So if you come here and click on start trading with WhatsApp. So let's go. Open. So this is WhatsApp is starting the chat. You might share this one too.
Yes, you can't take the question time to do the
Okay, I'm
demo.
coming. I want to share the screen.
I think you have
You
answered the
cannot
question.
take time to
Yeah.
do the demo. It's the question time.
Yeah.
So we'll just stop there
So
for now.
the thing is already on.
Mr. Kim, we'll just stop there for now, and Karim.
Okay.
And take a break until 2. So if you want to leave your screen on, that's fine. Go for lunch. You have like 32 minutes or thereabouts. And then we'll come back and listen to the remaining solutions and make a decision. So it's very important for you to come back so that you can vote for the solution I think will win. And then we'll be good. Yes, thank you for sharing the link for people to test further. See you after immediately, in fact, exactly 2. And we'll be starting with Steinbridge AI from South Africa. Is Steinbridge AI in the room?
So once we don't finish this.
Guys,
Excuse me, MK.
can you kindly meet? Yes.
Yeah, please, because of time zone differences, right? I don't know if you can let us know how many minutes do we have, to the time that
30
we're going to
minutes. 30 minutes.
30
30
minutes.
minutes.
Oh, okay.
Yes,
So we
you
can be able
have
to
30
update that
minutes.
on
Grab
everyone.
something, then come back. Yeah.
Okay, that's fine. Thank you.
See you in 30 minutes.
All right, see you
So the
guys.
presenter for Steinbridge is Pamela. Are they around? That is Steinbridge AI. Mr. Kim, please mute and Karim. Pamela is around. Please, the Pediso, if you are here, tell your guys you can't find tight tracks and you can't find Steinbridge presenters. So 2, if they're not there, too bad. See you after lunch. Oliver.
Hi, Michelle.
Add some. That's Pamela.
No, it's Mpo from Abuti Spinach. I'm still waiting to ask if I'm going to present or what, because I've been waiting for you.
Okay. You haven't called, you will be called. Yeah. Don't panic, you'll be called. the 2 that you have now find is Tight Tracks and Steinbridge AI. Those are the 2 teams, and they are all from South Africa. So for Abuti Spinach, you have not yet been called. You'll be called after the break.
Sir, hello.
Yes, right.
Even my team as well.
Which team is that?
Rescue AI.
Rescue AI didn't make it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So if your team has not been called, just wait, all right?